So a couple weeks ago, my wife and I had the incredible opportunity to go to the Olympics in Milan. And it felt very once in a lifetime. To be here in Italy, living in Florence, while the Olympics are being hosted in Milan, I mean, you can't really write that up. And when we realized it was only a 2-hour train ride, it was a no-brainer. We were like, we gotta go, let's experience it while we're out here, because when are we ever gonna get the chance again to do something like this in another country? And so we got to catch one of the USA men's hockey games, and it was about as cool as I imagined. But there was something that happened the day after the Olympics that has completely shifted the way that I'm thinking about my life. And it just feels like a really powerful invitation to change how I approach my life as well. So the day after the Olympics, we were going to explore Milan and just get into the Olympic buzz a bit. They have a bunch of fan activations. They have the fan village, the store. There's a lot of things going on in the city. And so we figured, well, let's go experience Milan and let's also experience all the Olympic stuff. And as we're walking out of our Airbnb, we were looking pretty good, got our outfits on, ready to go. And we were thinking, let's just snap a photo before we get busy with all the things, and it's all busy. There's, a nice open scene right here. No one's gonna be walking by. Let's snap a photo really quick. We try to figure out how to take a photo because we don't have a tripod. So we do the classic, put your phone on the ledge and try to align it right and step back and try to snap the photo. And as we were putting the phone on the ledge, I was looking kind of left and right to make sure no one was gonna walk by, just to confirm that we had a moment of a clear path to take the photo. And as I looked left, there was this Italian man walking toward us, and he was on the phone with a friend. He had his handful of groceries, enough groceries to fill an entire house, and it looked like he was on a mission. But as he got closer to us, he slowed down, and as he was trying to carry everything, talk to his friend, he's like, "Hey, do you want me to take that photo for you?" And my wife and I looked at each other. We're like, this guy doesn't have to do this right now. His hands are full. He's on the phone. He's trying to get back to his place. But here he is offering to take a photo. And we're like, well, yeah, it would be kind of nice. Let's just say yes. And he was pretty adamant about it too. I don't know if he would allow us to say no. So we're like, yeah, take a photo. So I hand him my phone, and this guy proceeds to put all of his groceries on the ground. And as he was still talking to his friend on the phone, he crouches down like an absolute pro. He's probably done this before. And he snaps a photo of us, maybe 10 photos to be honest, and he hands me back the phone. And my wife and I are still speechless because we were so blown away that he stopped to do that and then put all his groceries down and then just continued on. And we looked at the photo, and honestly, it wasn't perfect, but that didn't matter because in that moment, it just felt so good to receive so much unconditional generosity from a stranger. It just has changed the way I'm thinking about my life. It's really made me want to slow down more and think about ways I can be more thoughtful to the people around me. But as an entrepreneur, as an author, as someone who's living nomadically overseas, sometimes I feel like my life is so busy that I forget to slow down, take a breath, and do something thoughtful. It's just had me really thinking about how can I offer more generosity, whether I know the person or they're just a stranger on the street. How can I lead with more kindness? What can I do to go out of my way to lift someone up or make them feel seen or supported? How can I offer more love in this world and lead with a more open heart? That Italian guy didn't have to do that. His hands were full, he was on the phone, he was busy, but he still wanted to stop and set everything down and take a photo. It was a simple act, but it went such a long way that has just kind of rewired my mind. And I want to take it as an invitation right now in my life to do something thoughtful. And I don't want my life to be so busy that I don't do the thoughtful things, because that's what truly matters. And so this is what I'm going to do. My wife and I have been together for almost 9 years. Our relationship anniversary, if that's what you call it, is March 3rd. And right now we don't have any plans for our anniversary. Well, she thinks we don't have any plans. Because we're in Florence, we both really want to experience the opera before we leave, because this is the birthplace of that style of expression. And as I've been going to my vocal lessons with a teacher who is an opera singer. She really encouraged us to go because it's also a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And so what I did is I bought us tickets to go see the opera that just so happens to fall on our anniversary. But my wife still doesn't know. So what I want to do right now is there is a flower shop just downstairs around the corner from our flat here in Florence. And I want to go down to that flower shop to do something a little bit traditional. I feel like this is a lost art in the world of relationship. I want to formally ask my wife on a date. You know, we don't really do that anymore. We say, hey, you want to go to dinner on Friday? Yeah, sure, sounds great. But I want to do it as if we were just falling in love and it was the first time I could ask her on a date. So I'm going to go down to that flower shop. I'm going to grab some sort of bouquet, whatever I feel drawn to. And when she gets home, I'm going to ask her on a date to go to the opera with me on our anniversary. So what I want to do is I'm going to take you with me. We're going to run down the flower shop, get the bouquet, and then ask my wife on a date. Let's do this thing. Okay, so we live at the top of this building and there is no lift. So every single day we have to walk 5 floors down, 5 floors up to get to our flat, but we're getting used to it. It's definitely a workout. It's just part of the charm. Part of the charm is what I tell myself. So very early on in our relationship, my mom was having a conversation with my wife, and my wife had told my mom that my wife's dad, my father-in-law, would always get flowers for his wife, my mother-in-law, growing up. And my mom picked up on that and told me because she felt that flowers were important to my wife, Nicole, and it could be something that she would really appreciate getting as well. Okay, here's the flower shop right here. Let's cross the street and see what they got for me. Ciao.
Ciao.
They parla inglese?
Yes.
I'm looking to get a bouquet of flowers.
Okay.
I had a dream. She took my hand. I was higher than storms and lighter than sand. I had a dream. She took my hand. Deeper than whirlpools, but safer than land. Oh, this is love.
Flowers have been secured and walking back to the flat now. Nicole is at home right now. She is pulling oracle cards at a local yoga studio, so it'll be a surprise for her when she gets home. And let me know what you think of the bouquet I just picked out. All right, here's the bouquet. Also here's Puerto Romana, where we live. I think it did pretty good. I honestly have to admit, there is no better feeling than the feeling of being a man walking home through a city with a bouquet of flowers, knowing other people are thinking, man, it's a lucky guy. That's how I feel right now. I'm excited for her to get these, and I'm excited to go to the opera. And I just want to say thank you to the unknown Italian man who took our photo in Milan, because it has inspired me to remember how much joy being thoughtful brings me, and that there is always more than enough time to slow down and think of other people and offer your support and show your love and lead with an open heart. And I think we live in such a fast life and fast society and culture in the States that we can often forget about doing those things, or we think they're not important because we're so focused on work, or we're so focused on the hustle or the grind, and it's go, go, go. But I really think the Europeans have it figured out. They live much slower, they live much more intentionally, and they take their time. Of course, that means sometimes things move a little bit slower, but that's just the nature of life out here. I feel like there's something we all can learn from that, especially the hustle culture of the States. Okay, now that I'm home, let's do one more look at the flowers where I can actually admire them a little better and not be on the busy streets of Florence. So let me show you real quick. Also, this is our view from our flat. It's gorgeous. All right, here they are. I really dig how they came together. Got some pinks, got some whites, got some pale pinks. I mean, I'm feeling pretty lucky there's a flower shop just down the street from our house. They did a pretty good job. It's about time. Nicole is about to be home from her day at the studio, and I'm gonna give her these flowers. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling nervous. We've been together for 9 years, and I'm feeling the butterflies still. I'm excited for it. She's gonna be totally blown away. The funny part is she's gonna have to climb up those 5 flights of stairs that we have, and she's gonna be out of breath when she gets up here, but I think it'll be worth the surprise. I've done riskier things in our relationship. Like when I asked her to be my girlfriend, it was on the way up to meet my parents in the middle of an 8-hour drive. I don't know what I was thinking, but at least I was confident. So I think this will go over all right. But I am feeling butterflies. I'm feeling excited, and I can't wait to surprise her with tickets and a date to the opera for our 9-year anniversary. Surprise!
What? What's happening?
She is something to behold. Elegant and bold.
I accept. Yay.